Hello, welcome to Snuggle Up. Just relax yourself, close your eyes, and start listening to the story. Today, we are going to listen to the story The Foolish Sage. Once upon a time, there was a sage who lived in the outskirts of a town. He was widely known and respected. People would visit him and offer him with gifts, food, money, and garments to seek his blessings. The gifts that he did not need for himself, he would sell off and got rich on the proceeds. And by nature, he trusted nobody. He never trusted anybody, so he kept all his money in a bag which he carried under his arm all the time. He would not part with the bag for a single moment. One day, a fraudster came across the sage, and he became sure that the bag this holy man was so possessive of must surely contain a lot of treasure. He planned on stealing the bag from the sage, but could not think of a way to do so. He thought, I can charm him with sweet words to accept me as his disciple. He wondered, if I can stay with him as a disciple, I can win his confidence. When I get an opportunity, I will rob him and leave this place. Having planned so, the fraudster approached the holy man with so much respect. He fell on the sage's feet and said, "O Guruji, please guide me to the right path of life. I am fed up with life and want to seek peace." The sage replied, "My son, I will surely guide you. You are blessed because you have come to me to seek peace at this young age." This was the opportunity the fraudster was seeking, and he at once touched the feet of the sage for blessings. "O Guruji, please accept me as your disciple. I will do whatever you ask me to do." The sage accepted the man as his disciple, but only on a condition. He said, "A holy man as me is recommended to spend the night alone without company. This helps me to meditate also. So you will not be allowed to enter my room at night. You will sleep in a hut at the gate of the nearby temple." The fraudster agreed. "I shall willingly serve your wishes in every way that you ask me to." In the evening, the sage initiated the rituals and formally took the fraudster as his disciple. The fraudster, in return, proved himself an obedient disciple. He massaged his hands and feet, washed his feet, and helped him with all the rituals along with cleaning his house. Although the sage was happy with his disciple, the fraudster could not gain enough confidence for the sage to part with his bag when he was around. As days passed by, the fraudster started getting frustrated. "He does not trust me enough to leave the bag with me. I can gain access to the bag if I kill him with a knife or feed him with poison." When he was thinking all this, the fraudster saw a young boy visiting the sage. He was the son of the sage's followers. He invited the sage. "Oh, Guruji, I have come here personally to invite you to our house for the ceremony of wedding. Please accept the invitation to bless the ceremony with your kind presence." The sage accepted the invitation and after some time started off for the town with the fraudster. On the way, they came across a river where the sage thought of relieving himself. He folded the bag full of money in his robe. He asked his disciple to look after it. "My child, look after the robe until I return." This was the opportunity that the fraudster was seeking all the while. As soon as the sage went behind the bushes, the swindler ran away with the bag full of money. When the sage returned, he did not find the disciple around, but found his robe lying on the ground. Shocked and anxious, he peeped inside only to find his bag of money was gone. At once he knew what had happened and began to shout, "Oh, where are you? You idiot! You have robbed me!" The sage then started trailing the fraudster's footsteps, but he reached the town. He knew he would not be able to catch hold of him. He stayed the night in the town to return empty-handed to his house next morning. We should always be careful. We should not be taken in by the sweet words of fraudster. Before employing someone, we must always check their details.